Gautama. We have heard many rishis in India. We have heard of so many saints, Mahatmas. What we don't know, there are hundreds or thousands of enlightened women. They have contributed significantly to this Indian, our culture, Sanatan Dharma. So it is time for us to contemplate, to meditate on some of the great women rishis, women gnanis, women tapasvis during next 1 year, Guru Purnima 2021. That's why you call Guru Purnima 2021, theme of Guru Purnima 2021, for 1 year for us to contemplate women sages of India. So there are many women sages. Now we have heard of a word called Rishi. What is the meaning of Rishi? Rishi is one who has realized the truth. It's called Mantra Drishtara. Now, a woman who has realized the truth is called Rishika. Rishi is a male name, Rishika is the woman name. Women who have realized the truth are called also Brahmavadinis. There is a mention of so many Brahmavadinis in Puranas, Upanishads. To remember them, to respect them, to honor them during next 1 year is a great privilege. Thinking about the saints, Mahatmas purifies us. So who is a Rishi? One who has realized Jivatma, Paramatma, Ekatvam is called Rishi. Oneness of Jivatma and Paramatma. Jiva Brahma Ekatva. There's a definition of Rishi. Rishaya Kshina Kalmashaha. That means those who have become free from all suffering, free from sin. That means Jivan Mukta. Jivan Mukta is Rishi. A woman who is Jivan Mukta is called Rishika, Brahmavadini. Nashyeshu Pratyakshamasti Anrashe Atapasova. So the realization of Atmadnana cannot happen without tapas. Okay, it is not an accident somebody get realization. Lot of intense tapas or sadhana is required. Without tapas, Veda mantras cannot be realized. Atmadnana is not possible without purification. Tapas is the process of purification. So these women have done significant amount of tapasya for realizing the truth. So I'll just give you a summary of various rishis, rishikas of India. Rishikas. So we have heard the story of Janakaraja. Janakaraja was a disciple of Ashtavakra. Janakaraja is called Videha Mukta. Please understand, Videha Mukta is highest form of realization. So Brahmavit, Brahmavara, Brahmavarenya, Brahmavarishta. Brahmavarishta is called Videha Mukta. One who has become free. Janakaraja is a Videha Mukta. Okay. Highest stage of realization is called Brahmavarishta. Janakaraja was challenged by one lady called Sulabha. She is Brahmavadini. She questions Janakaraja, who is Brahmanishta, Brahmavarishta actually, Videha Mukta. So Sulabha is a great Brahmavadini, a Gnani. Brahmavadini Gargi challenges Brahmadnani Yadnavalkya in Janakaraja's Asthana. Yadnavalkya is considered as highest, greatest Gnani, Brahmadnani. People are afraid to talk to Gnani, Yadnavalkya. So great, his such stature is so high. A lady, Brahmavadini called Gargi, challenges Yadnavalkya in discussion. So you have to understand the height of the state of Gargi. In Brihadaranyukopanishad, Brahmadnani Yadnavalkya teaches Brahmavadini Maitreyi. There's another lady called Maitreyi, wife of Yadnavalkya. So there are many rishikas in Vedas. We have heard of Vashishta, Angirasa, Atri, Many of the men rishis we have heard. But what we don't know, some of the Veda mantras are dedicated to Rishikas. They are Aditi, Agnya, Brahati, Chandra, Devakama, Devi, Dhruva, Havya, Ida, Jyotna, Kamya, Shama, Mahi, Mena, Nari, Purandihi, Ranta, Ratnavari, Sanjaya, Saraswati, Simhi, Shivi, Shivatama, Stri, Shubhaga, Shubhada, Sumangali, Suvesha, Suvarchana, Suyama, Syona, Virini, Vishruta, Yashaswati, and Yoshi. I have missed out some of the names. There are many more women, Rishikas in Veda mantras. Some of the Veda mantras are dedicated to these Rishikas. The sage Ashwalayana writes Grahya Sutra. Grahya Sutra is a householder's dharma. In that householder's dharma, he respects three Brahmavadinis: Sulabha, Badaba, Prachiteya. So that means you should understand their Gnana, Mahima, their greatness. So in Itihasa, Ramayana, Mahabharata, and Purana, there are great women. Dasharatha's wives, Kaushalya and Saumitra and Urmila, Arjuna, Lakshmana's wife Urmila, they're great tapasvis. So some of the if you read Ramayana, some of their talks, when they talk, the wisdom comes from their mouth. They are great tapasvis. Urmila, wife of Lakshmana, is a great tapasvini. Mother Sita, of course, we know, great tapasvi. Mandodari, wife of Ravana, was also a great tapasvi. We have heard of Ahalya Brahmavadini, Gnani, in wife of Gautama Rishi. She also comes in Ramayana. There are many wise women in Mahabharata. Kunti, throughout her life, she suffered. But she faced life like a Sthiraprajna. She is a great tapaswini. Surprisingly, Gandhari, wife of Dhritarashtra, also is a great tapaswini. There are other women, Savitri, Sukanya, who are mentioned in Mahabharata. There are many Rishikas who were rishis, who are realized in the past life. They took birth as Gopikas to experience the divine company of Sri Krishna. Sri Shankaracharya was having a discussion with Mandana Mishra. Now, to judge, you need a person who is greater, who has the ability to judge two great Mahatmas, Mandana Mishra and Shankaracharya. And Ubhaya Bharati, wife of Mandana Mishra, has such a wisdom. She becomes the judge. You have to imagine becoming a judge for Shankaracharya and Mandana Mishra discussion. So Shankaracharya, she is impartial. Her husband is also participant. She is impartial, and she stands for truth. And she, Shankaracharya, respects Ubhaya Bharati as Mother Sharda. In Sringeri, the Sharda is Mother Ubhaya Bharati, wife of Mandana Mishra. Brahmavadini Chudala is there. She is the wife of Shikidwaja. Shikidwaja goes to the forest to get Atmadana. Chudala goes and teaches Brahmadana to Shikidwaja. Brahmavadini Madalasa is there, wife of Kolescha. We have heard the song of Madalasa. She is a Gnani. She prepares her children for Atmadana. Song of Madalasa is one of the beautiful songs of Vedanta. Surprisingly, wife of Hiranyakashipu, Kayadu, she is a great Gnani. You know what happened? She knows her husband is a terrible Asura, but she wants a son who is divine. So she wants a divine son. That's why she wants to make Hiranyakashipu chant the name of Narayana 108 times before she gets the pregnancy. She tells Hiranyakashipu, I went to a forest. There are a lot of evil people are there. Okay, they were chanting something I could not understand. I don't like that. What did they chant? She said Narayana. Then Hiranyakashipu says Narayana. Oh, that's not a good name. Then she says again Narayana. So she makes Hiranyakashipu chant Narayana name 108 times by making him, by blaming somebody. And that's how she gets the Prahlada as the son, the divine child. Then we have heard in Kali Yuga, there was a person called Navakoti Narayana. Navakoti Narayana he was making one interest in money. His wife Saraswati, he said Nani. Saraswati is responsible for converting Navakoti Narayana into Purandaradasa. We have heard Purandaradasa. Saraswati, that's why Purandaradasa sings the praise of his wife in his bhajans. We have heard of Tulsidas Ramayana, but we have not heard wife of Tulsidas, Ratnavali. Ratnavali transformed Tulsidasa before earlier Tulsidasa he was so passionate about his wife. Ratnavali shouts at him. She says, if the love which you have for me, if you have love for Rama, you'll be liberated. Ratnavali transforms to Tulsidasa. Aryamba, mother of Sri Shankaracharya, to give a child like Shankaracharya, you should understand the wisdom of mother of Shankaracharya, Aryamba. And Shankaracharya comes and gives mukti to his mother at the time of death. Ramana Maharshi's mother, Swami Vivekananda's mother, Ramakrishna Paramahansa's mother, they're all great beings. We have heard of Anusuya, mother of Dattatreya, Atri and Anusuya. She is able to get Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara as children, as Dattatreya. Shravan? No, this thing is going on. Guru Purnima Satsang. Okay. Then imagine the Jnana of Kausalya, mother of Sri Rama. To get child as Sri Rama, you should understand what is the status of mother. Devaki, mother of Sri Krishna, Yashoda. Okay, so their roles are not, we don't hear about them. But many places in Ramayana and Bhagavatam, when they speak, their wisdom appears. We have heard of Satyakama, a Gnani, Brahmadnani. Satyakama becomes a Brahmadnani. He is a disciple of Gautama Rishi. Gautama Rishi, he goes to Gautama Rishi. And Gautama Rishi says, what is your Gotra? Before I want to take you a student. Satyakama goes to his mother, Jabali. Jabali is a housemaid. Who is my father? He says. Jabali says, I don't know your father, but you have to tell the truth. Go and tell Rishi Gautama that I am son of Jabali Satyakama. That housemaid had a Jnana, wisdom. Satyavan Savitri, we have heard of her. She is a great tapasvi. There are many more. I can't, there's no time for me to list all of them. In modern day, we have heard of Mata Amritandamai. She is called hugging saint. She has hugged crores of people. Scientists say if somebody hugs so many times crores of people, their blade will come out. Shoulder will come out. She has shared love with millions, crores of people. Then we have Sant Prema Pandurangi. You have to hear her satsang. You start crying. Bhagavatam, Ramayana, when she speaks, it's nectar, Amrita. Unfortunately, very recently, she went to the abode of Sri Krishna. We have heard of Holy Mother Sharada Devi. Sharada Devi was the head of Ramakrishna Mission. Today, Ramakrishna Mission is there worldwide. Millions of people, or lakh crores of people are getting benefited because of Mother Sharda Devi. We have heard of Mata Nirmala Devi of Sahaja Yoga. Worldwide, lot of people are getting benefited. We have heard of Santa Rama Devi. She was housewife, taking care of household responsibilities. She guided many disciples. Rama Devi Mission is even today guiding many people in Mangalore, from Mangalore. Mata Amrita Anandamayi Ma, she was inspiration for many people. The presidents, prime ministers used to take blessings from her. There are many Maharashtra, in Karnataka, in every part of India has so many saints. Sant Sakubai, for Sakubai, to save Sakubai, Sri Krishna comes and becomes, she was tied to a pole. Sri Krishna ties himself to a pole to release Sakubai. Sant Kanopatra is a young girl. Her devotion to Vitthapa was so much that at young age, she merged with the Vithala. Sant Janabai. So Sant Janabai had a lot of household work, grinding work. Sri Krishna Paramatma does the work for her. Sant Muktabai, very young child of 8 years, Mahatmani. There was a great yogi called Changadeva. It's rumored that he is 1,000-year-old. He writes a challenge to Gnandev, her brother. For Sant Changadev, Muktabai gives a reply, a young girl, reply of wisdom. That's called Changadeva Pratishati. Summary of Bhagavad Gita he gives in few lines, few words. Sant Akkamahadevi, we have heard of her. Akkamahadevi, Basavanna, hundreds and thousands of people in North Karnataka got dana. Ordinary people, the person who does shoemaker, the person who does a farmer, a cowherd, all of them get Atmadana because of vachanas or beautiful poems of Akka Mahadevi and many other saints at that time. Sant Soirabai was a Dalit woman. She wrote beautiful abhangs in praise of Lord Vithala. Sant Mirabai story is well known, a queen who merged with Krishna. Sant Lallade of Kashmir, she lived in non-duality, Advaita. Hindus and Muslims used to worship her when she lived. Kashmiri Shaivism, she is a peak of Kashmiri Shaivism. She lived in the last couple of centuries back. Lallade, her poems are full of beautiful Advaitic teaching, non-duality. Lallade, I cannot complete. There are so many of them. Their contribution to the Indian Vedantic tradition, Atmadnana, is not very well known. So next 1 year during Guru Purnima, let us take up some of the teachings and life of these. Each group can take your own favorite saint. Teaching of saints, teaching of these women saints of India, their contribution to Vedanta, contribution to Atmadnana. Let that group imbibe it. Let us share that with other groups so that the knowledge of Vedanta gets spread. In our eyelid children, there are many children who are very evolved. Some of these children, if they understand this, the contribution, especially very evolved young girls are there. So some of them, they have to hear the Mahatmya, the greatness of women saints of India. So can we take up, dedicate next 1 year Let Guru Purnima celebration not be one day. Next 1 year, let us take the contemplation on the teachings of women saints along with your regular Vedanta study. Share the stories, share their glory within yourself and with the other groups. That's my request. That's how Guru Purnima celebration doesn't become one day, it becomes 1 year. Every year we'll have a theme for Guru Purnima. Hari Om.